Hey, we're back for another TOMO Tuesday, and today I've got somebody special. This is Christina Gregor. Christina, how long have you been here?
Over 2 years now.
And you're a processor.
Mm-hmm.
She's a processor. She came through Movement University.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard the most amazing story yesterday about her interaction with an insurance agent, homeowners insurance, you know, that thing. And she started the story by saying that she was communicating to try and get something from this agent, and you received an email back, and it kind of surprised you.
Yeah.
What came back?
So I hadn't heard from him for about a week, and so I sent a follow-up, and he responded with, "I'm so sorry I haven't been able to respond. My wife passed away last week."
So you get an email like that, and I just had like an emotional response to that too. You read something through a computer screen, but there's a real person on the other side. So you could do one of two things. You could quickly respond to that email, but you didn't just respond to that email in an email. What did you do?
Yeah, I actually started writing an email back and said, "I'm so sorry for your loss. I'll be praying for you." And then I wrote, "It seems so wrong to do this electronically." And I read it back, and I felt, I can't just send an email. I have to pick up the phone and call him. And this is a stranger. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, so you pick up the phone, you call this guy, and you have a long conversation with him. Can you maybe just share a little bit of that conversation?
Yeah, so I mean, he started out saying, "So sorry I haven't gotten that to you." And I went, "That's not why I'm calling. I'm calling because what you wrote in your email." And he's like, "Oh, that's so sweet, thank you." And then it just kind of got quiet, and I asked him, "Well, can you tell me about her?" And over the course of like 40-some minutes, he told me about his wife and the struggle that they had and how they have a 5-year-old son named Ethan.
Wow. So you get actually personal with a third-party customer that, again, so how did that conversation end?
With both of us in tears.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting in my desk in the middle of all this hustle and bustle, and I'm just weeping because I'm watching this man, hearing this man's story just impact me so much of how much hope he had for the future and how much he desired to see his son grow up in a safe environment, knowing that his daddy wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah. How did you feel about your job in that moment?
Oh man, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard because that wasn't my job. That's not in my description. Like, that's not necessarily what I'm here to do, but it's what I was here to do.
Yeah. So what I would say is, in that moment, TOMO, we've been learning, is about play, purpose, potential. I have to believe that for any one of us, you have that sort of interaction. Your purpose for why you do what you do. It wasn't a part of your job, but the purpose for why you do what you do is because it's all about people. And in that moment, having a conversation about his loss. Could you imagine his loss was a way of just increasing your TOMO that day, even if you ended in tears?
Yeah.
So I kind of want to remind everybody, you've got an opportunity today to impact somebody's life and to increase your TOMO by really understanding the purpose for why you do what you do. So we literally just went off camera, and Christina was giving me an update on this story. She left, when I heard the story for the first time yesterday, she left and went and emailed that insurance agent and got an update. What did he say?
Well, I mean, I just said, like, "Hey, I've been thinking about you and been praying for you." And he wrote back, like, a massive paragraph of how the progress has been going and how he feels a little bit lost, but he's so appreciative of the prayers. But the major thing that, like, was a heart-wrencher for me was he said that Ethan started his first day of kindergarten that day.
Wow.
So the day that I emailed to, like, follow up, he was going through so much emotional stress and trauma that because his son is starting school and his wife isn't there for it.
Yeah. I've got tears in my eyes. One conversation can influence somebody. That guy will never forget the conversation that Christina had with him. Thank you for being a great model.